Here is 7 days to freedom. Yes, 7 days to freedom. My real estate team has done $1.5 billion in real estate transactions. I've learned and perfected this strategy and the system to get the freedom as quickly as possible in any kind of career, job, or lifestyle. I use this every single day. So you watching this right now, this will be your exact playbook to have the freedom you're looking for when it comes to investing, to your businesses, to your 9 to 5, your career, and so forth. I've been using this now for over a decade. It's allowed me to become one of the top agents in the country, helping my clients the best deals whether they're buying or selling real estate in all 50 states and 27 different countries. And you can probably see by my diagram, it's going to be a lot more complex than you normally see. There's so many gurus out there, they tell us that all it takes is goal setting and so forth. And I wish that was the case because way more that goes involved into it than just having a goal. And if you're watching this right now, this is the perfect time to be doing this exercise because if you are making way through your goal setting in 2025, you're too late. Yes, you heard that right. You're doing your goal setting in 2025 is already too late. So what happens, why most people fail on their New Year's resolutions is because they can't do it because they don't, one, have a goal running down in the first place. And two, it's because by that point in time, you lost all the momentum. You have no momentum, as a matter of fact. In humans, we are creatures of habits. So the way we will have the most productivity moving forward by having already stacked momentum above us, because we're running as quickly as possible. And this is why this diagram, this video is so important for you, and also why this is 7 days of freedom. Following this super simple strategy will help you see life in a whole new light. Yes. So 7 days of freedom is fun. This diagram first is our first point of access, kind of see how this actually works for us moving forward. And you can see here there are 4 main points. And in life, it happens all the time in everything we do. A few weeks ago, I broke down Carl Jung's, diagram for the human psychology, the ups and downs, how we do new things, and from optimism and so forth. And having these diagrams in our head and these frameworks allows us to have more success because we're leveraging and hijacking our psychology. Because in the day, like I said before, humans are creatures of habits. So you can learn to hijack your psychology and yourself. Hitting your goals is super easy. And that's why you probably seen in the past when you have vacations and then you go home afterwards, it's a little hard to pick back up, to have the same force, to do your business, to do your job at the same level. Which also why, to my wife, I hate vacations because I rather be at home working all the time because it allows me to stay in optimum trajectory towards my goals. And there's 4 main points. The first one is super important, and we all go through this. It's one of the biggest driving factors for humans. And for us to break down what it is, down below, what do you think it is? Tip, it starts with A. This is one of the biggest driving factors to humans that allow us to do more and more things. So it starts with A. Down in the comment section down below, do hashtag what you think it is. What word do you think is our point there? This is the biggest driving factor. And when I was homeless as a kid, from 12 to like 20th, early 20th, like 2021, 22, this drove me to become more successful. It drove me to be more productive. It drove me to not be stuck in my life circumstances. It happens to everybody. Most people go through this. There's certain different levels. So the first one, for those who are guessing right now, is actually anger. Anger is our first main point. I don't think you can probably see this. Let me make it a little bit bigger for you guys. Anger is our first point of access. This is when we right here, we start anger. So when we have a bad month or you are having a bad diet, or so forth, this is what's happening. We see anger that forces us to say, hey, this is not who I am. Because I said to you before in the past, the way goals normally work is the same diagram. You go up and down, up and down. And we are normally stuck in the middle. Because as humans, we do not rise to our goals because we fall to our standards. Write that down. Humans, ourselves, we do not rise to our goals, we fall to our standards. So, the way to have us hit higher goals is to increase our standards. This allows us to have much bigger impact on our lives and society as a whole. If you're used to making 5K a month, you make 2K a month, you're mad. If you're used to making 100K a month, you make 50K a month, you're mad. If you normally have a 10% body fat and I have a 20% body fat, you're upset. Because our standard is this. This is our identity. Our identity is the driving factor of everything in life. If I believe myself to not be a smoker or to be successful or so forth, if I'm not those things, it's when we fall into anger. And it's all going to be a grade system. So at this level here, if I'm at a anger, what normally happens is a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, what drives us to our next point of action. And again, I have a whole breakdown what the 7 days to freedom really is. This is going to be our framework now for the next 7 days, moving forward to the end of the year. When it comes to making your goals, sticking to it, what to focus on every single day to master success, and to make 2025 your best year yet. So stay tuned for the rest of the video. This is the most of the diagram and frameworks or mental exercises help us understand how to have momentum moving forward. Number one, though, is 10 out of 10. I'm anger. I'm the bottom of the point. I'm below my standard. So again, the standard is right here in the middle. This is our standard more often than not. So if I'm below the standard, when I'm at the A, anger, is when I get super motivated. All humans are the same way. Now, the next one is our D. This is a little higher above. So down below, what do you think D is? Let me know down below. What do you think D stands for? D is going to be one of the biggest things to help us stay in action. And it's going to be a massive thing for ourselves as well. Also, don't forget, if you're liking this video so far, make sure you subscribe down below, tag your friends, share this video. Who do you know that has big goals for 2025 and they need that edge to get there even faster? As you know, this podcast and this live series is called the Elite Edge Podcast. So we go live every single week, Monday and Friday, about all things real estate, psychology, entrepreneurship, marketing, business, and so much more. Help you get the edge you need to have massive success in your life. Again, if I look back on my life as a kid being homeless from 12 to 18, molested as a kid by older kids as a little boy, and having all the cards stacked against me, even being born with lead poisoning until I was 6 years old, by all accounts, I should not be where I'm at now. I'm a TV show host. My real estate team has done $1.5 billion in transactions. My team's 100 plus people, and we are one of the top agents in the country. Massive success. But all we can understand this diagram to a T. This is why it's so important to know this. Now, where you at right now in your life? If you're super successful like I am already, or you're just starting off, if you follow these 7 days to freedom in this framework, you will have massive success if you stick to it. And so allows you to stick to it more easily. So next one is our D. For those who are guessing down below, hopefully you got it right. So this is our D. It stands for drive. D is for drive here. This is all oomph. Okay, I'm angry. I'm done being angry. Now I'm pushing forward in my life. I have a drive now to get past this. I'm still below my standard, which is why I'm going quicker to this next point. And our drive has a short fuse. And also, drive, if I'm on a scale of emotions and urgency, on this level here, I'm more than likely a 7 out of 10. This is where I'm at currently if you're in that D sector. You're 7 out of 10, you're motivated, but you still have some time to go. And then finally, after all this back and forth of having to go through anger to drive, we have our next section. We hit our goal. And what normally happens in life, we will oscillate back and forth from being below our goal to hitting our goal and being super happy. So our standard has been blown past. But what normally happens is people keep those standards. But instead, what we should be doing for our life, it should be going up. Our standards be rising every single time. So let's say my goal for me was make 100K a month, and I do that, then I now on P for or next section. What normally happens is I go back below my standard. Now I'm back at A again. I'm at the angle point. Oh, my goal is 100K. I made 50K. Now I'm upset. That's what normally happens. It goes back and forth, and back and forth. You have that standard happening for you. What we want to do instead, though, is when we hit our pride, which is P for pride. Let me take this off. So this is pride. So you have anger, drive, and pride. Let's do our biggest section there. And pride, like, cool, I made it. Now I'm happy. I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. And this is what normally happens. We're there for a little bit. We hit our goal. We achieved the outcome. And we had the freedom we're looking for. What normally happens with freedom is short-lived. This is also why I think it says 87% of people, New Year's resolutions never happen. 87%. And I bet you it's probably close to 97% more likely because of what's actually happening there. This is why it's so important to make sure we're always pushing forward. Because what happens next, if my pride is a scale system, like the rest of them, is a 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 is like my level of emotions and urgency. And finally, you have a last one, which is C. So down below, hashtag what you think C stands for. Hashtag what you think C stands for. And C, when you guys are writing this down, is a big one. Stands for comfort. Comfort, I'm like a 0/1 out of 10. 0/1 out of 10. I am now relaxed. So now I've been at A, I'm angry, a D for drive. That drive and anger pushes me forward. So being angry by itself will not achieve goals, unfortunately. And it goes to D, which is what drives. Okay, I gotta get past this hump. I gotta get to my new standard. I gotta get past this lull in my life. Goes to P, I'm on the top of the world, super happy. And what happens is, great, I'm happy, I can relax and hang out. And then we go to comfort. Then we have this super never-ending vicious cycle going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, just like this. It's just round and round and round. Mental frameworks, what you should live by. And some of the most, my biggest mentors who are like billionaires that I learned from, this is how they think. I think in mental frameworks on everything because mental frameworks rule humans. Psychology is big. When I was in college at a 4.0 GPA, all honors classes, top of all my classes, and tutored pretty much all my peers as well. And my major was psychology and marketing. And I use this every single day. Marketing, psychology is what drives human nature. To become super wealthy and rich, you can study business, entrepreneurship, investing, money. To become legendary status, to have that edge you're looking for, you want to study psychology and finances and human behavior. That's the next level above this. So right here you can see this is our diagram of how can I get past this. So keep this in mind. Take a picture of this right now. So take a picture of this. This little diagram for yourself. So you'll be thinking about this whole entire time moving forward when we talk about this. So down below, I want you to have an intention on what you want to achieve in 2025. So down below, write down what is your big goal for 2025. What are you trying to achieve? In one moment of a fast, but why do this? Write down your goal down below. What is your big goal for 2025? What is your big goal for 2025? I'm going to see them goals down below. And thank you for the patience. So this is what your big goals for 2025 down below. Mine personally one is going to be doing $100 million personally in rotating transactions. So again, my rotate team has done $1.5 billion. So it's 15 times more than my goal. I have personally goals for 2025 is my personal goal. To help over 100 plus families directly or indirectly for my team. Well, mostly directly for my things personally out of me referrals, not kind of my agency and those transactions as well. My transactions, my team, 100 plus people will easily do way more than 100 families helped. That is my big goal for 2025. So down below, what is your big goal that you have for yourself in 2025 that I think can help you that edge you're looking for? And it doesn't have to be monetarily. It could be your personal, fitness, love life, friends, family, kids, you name it. It doesn't have to be business me. My whole mindset is really much business focus. And then I'm gonna break down the next big thing to help you have massive success in 2025. It's gonna be all 5, 9 negotiables. 5 non-negotiables we should be looking at now for next 7 days and onwards. So again, this is a 7-day framework because I've learned in college and from my mentors I've had, spending well over $100,000+ of mentorship in the past couple of years alone. I've learned that humans are really bad at sticking to goals and habits and routines for 27 days, 30 days, 60 days, a month, a year, and so forth. So we're not designed that way. We're not robots. And most people, when they do the 7 days to freedom or the cold era mode, what it's called, the young kids are saying nowadays, the winter arc, I think, the winter arc, what people do right now, or the monk mode, those things are great, but it's unsustainable. I am obsessed with having perfect routines and being monk mode or winter arc mode all the time. We can't do that. We have to have a holistic approach to it. Most people, you should write this down. Most people will build and design their entire lives around the job or around the business. That's the wrong way to do it. Instead, we should design and build our business and our jobs around our life. And this way, you don't get burnt out. It's more holistic. You have more fun. You can do more things. And if you're like me, like my business, my life are so close to each other, they're almost the same. But to me, I designed my whole life to be that way. It's super enjoyable and fun. I'm just playing a game all day long. That's all I'm doing. To me, business is a game. Hope my clients are the same that way. It's more enjoyable that way. But for us, I want to make sure we understand that first core concept. Makes it super holistic and having these non-negotiables and the 7-day freedom frameworks will help you allow you to have the same routines every single day moving forward without being burnt out or tired of it, which is most important. Again, make sure you drop some likes down below, tag your friends, share this video, subscribe as well on the Elite Edge podcast, the YouTube channel, and so forth, and my social platforms. Number 1 on this thing is goals. Hopefully by now you have your goals in mind, but I want you to go even deeper. What can your goals actually happen? I want you to break down your goals on a higher level. What did it take to get to that goal? How long did it take you to do it? How much action do you need to achieve it? How much effort will it take? And what skills do you need? All these things add up to it. I'm going to not go too deep in goal setting on this call because it's probably been 20 minutes. But what I see it though for goals, it's like climbing a ladder. If my first goal is to say, most of my clients are luxury people, but I will use that as my benchmark there. But let's say you'll aspire to do the same exact thing, use this to that, but adjust it accordingly. Let's say the goal is $1 million in a year. That's the goal for income. So I have my goal, step 1. Step 2 is going to be, what's avenue will I do to get there? Will this be a job, investing in real estate, or something else, a business? What will I do to get to that $1 million? I have my goal. I want this. The thing to be fitness as well. My goal is to weigh 180 or 170 or weigh 200. Where your goal might be. That's your goal. And then you have, what will I do to make that happen? Will I go to the gym? Will I walk? Will I do Muay Thai? Will I do something else? You finally go. And then our next step is going to be the action. What will it take to make that action a reality? If my goal is $1 million, for me, that is 30 properties, maybe 100 properties, depending on what kind of homes I sell. If I sell a house for $1 million, that's $30K for us. So that means I got to do 33 actions to make that happen. If your business model is investing and you need to have a 30% increase to your input, just do the math, find out what you need for that point there. If you want a job, how long will it take you? So action and time are a big aspect together. Kind of tied to the same thing, action and time. If your goal is to lose 5, 10, 20 pounds or add 5, 10, 20 pounds, same thing. How much time can I go to the gym? What kind of food should I eat or to avoid? How long will it take me to do that? How many pounds per day or week I need to accomplish to achieve this goal? This is a big part of that. And then another step is going to be skill. What skill do I need? Because right now I know my goal. I know what path I'm going to be taking now. I also know how much action and time I need. Now I know what skills I need. What skills I need to accomplish and achieve, do that. And how. And how could be books, mentors, these videos, these kind of podcasts. What is the thing I actually need to learn to do this? And these 4 main steps hit our goals. And then you can go even deeper to a higher level and break down even more. Who I need to meet, who I need to not meet, what time, what not time, my daily time blocks and so forth. All these things go into our goal session. So non-negotiable, number 1 is have a goal. It's non-negotiable. Have a goal and look at it every single day. Every single day, look at this. And ask yourself, if I accomplish one thing today, what is that one thing that makes my day successful? Let me even closer to my main goal that we had down below. And you see on my thing, what did I have in here? Oh, this is my bedroom. So I have 2 of these things. Actually, I have 2 of these. I have one of these that I use every single day. It's my self-manifesto that I spent a lot of time, money to create this. Not this exactly what's inside of this. And I look at it every single day. In the morning, when I first wake up, my theta waves are still kind of in the sleep zone, so I can have more brainwashed into my psychology and my subconscious. As we know right now, our subconscious controls 90% of our life. Our subconscious controls 90% of our life. So looking at this every single day and reading this like 15-page document I made
on my life, my goals, and so forth, it allows me to be way more in tune, to my goals to achieve it quicker and have it in my subconscious. So twice daily, we should see our goals every single day, twice daily. And every single night before you go to bed, write down your 3 to 5 big goals that you have or to-do list tasks for the next day. This gives you an extra 24 hours in a day. When I wake up in the morning, I have urgency. I know what I'm doing. There's no guesswork. So that's number one. Number two is fitness. Number two is fitness. I'm going to have at least exercise every single day, and not need to be some 2-hour long protocol. It could be 15, 30 minutes. Even 5 minutes is better than nothing. Every single day, you want to spend some time doing your fitness every single day. Be walking, swimming, hiking, going to the gym, doing classes, you name it, doesn't matter. Make a commitment for it, make sure you're non-negotiable. My wife and I, Melanie, will even hire babysitters to let us go to the gym every single day. Like, hey, come watch our baby, Alexander, at the gym over there, so we can go do our classes and do our workout. And then Monday through Thursday, we have a Lifetime Fitness here in Austin, which is an amazing gym, by the way. Definitely check out that gym. They have free daycare for kids. Again, it costs like $300 plus a month, $350 plus bucks a month for both all three of us. So they add more value to us by doing that. So fitness is huge. And having our fitness level higher actually raises our cognitive abilities and our willpower greatly. That's why you can see people who are world-class athletes and they go off to do other businesses later on. Normally, they're successful at that business because they have the discipline and the willpower that helps them learn those skill sets. So every single day, it could be 30 minutes or less if you really need to. Stretching, yoga, you name it. This is going to be huge for you. Non-negotiable, once a day, every single day, no days off. And before I go too far, a little rule about the 7 days of freedom. The way this works is not just doing non-negotiables. For the rule for this is it's like a game. If I go 2 days in a row doing one of the 5 non-negotiables, by miss number 3, we start coming soon, I have to go back to day 0 and do it all over again. That makes sense? So my goal is to go all 5 of these every single day, 7 days in a row. If I miss a day and I don't do all 7, I go back. But the goal is to do all 7 of these straight. When I do that, I have accomplished the 7 days to freedom. So it could take you 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, who knows? But 7 days makes it super achievable. When I do this, it's normally a 90-day threshold. That's my protocol for this. So mine like a 90-day freedom. If I go 90 days in a row while doing this, and I will be totally transparent. I've not yet done that. My longest is like 26 days. Then I had a son Alexander. And now it's like a few days at a time that I can do. So this allows me to have way more ability to really maximize what's going on. So that is the rule for doing this. So far we have 2 non-negotiables. And our third non-negotiable is going to be also a big one is hydration. You should drink at least, the rule of thumb is half your body weight in fluid ounces. So I weigh like 180, 190. Let's say 180 is pretty easy. It means I have to drink 90 ounces of water every single day. So I have Pellegrino, I have Fiji water, I have other water, I have coconut water. I don't drink soda. I don't drink alcohol either, pretty much ever. It's not that often. So hydration is big. And coffee does not count. Coffee dehydrates you. So does tea. So hydration every single day. Having water allows us to get past fatigue and brain fog. And it also allows us to really have a good momentum moving forward. Because so often do we not drink enough water. Most people I know drink 8 ounces of water and are always dehydrated. And what's crazy is when you actually start drinking enough water for yourself, you realize, wow, I've been dehydrated all this time. For me, when I drink a lot of water, I haven't for a while, I can feel more thirsty. I'm like, wow, that's what it feels like to be hydrated. This is insane. So it allows us to have more cognitive functions, less brain fog. And again, the human body is mostly water, 80 to 90% water. So we need hydration as much as possible. So number three, hydration is a big one. Number four is sleep. Sleep is our next big one to do as well. We should be sleeping every single day, at least 7 to 9 hours. Minimum 7 hours, probably at least 8 to 9 hours though, is the goal. When I was younger and was a super workaholic more than now, I used to work 16, 20-hour days. I would sleep 2, 3 hours, 4 hours a night, and I was always sleeping. But at 20, you can kind of do that. Now, I don't suggest doing that, but at 20, I was able to work all day long. Like a little fun, that's a fun story. My mom and I owned a restaurant when I was 20 years old. Yeah, 20, 21 years old. And I lived at the restaurant pretty much. It was attached to a big hotel. And we bought that restaurant from $100 a day to $10K per day after like a couple months of running that business. But I would work from, I think, 4 in the morning or 4 or 5 in the morning until 2 or 3 in the morning every single day. Every single day for months. And that's not good for you. It's not healthy. And I had to, but now being a better entrepreneur, I would hire better staff, have better systems. I was open restaurants, then we do lunch, then we do dinner. We had a bar as well. It was a huge, huge establishment. We had 4 different areas to hold hundreds and hundreds of people, and we had a bar as well. So I was doing bartending as well at night. So nonstop, I was from morning to night doing this, sleeping at the place because I had no time. And I learned that sleep is super important. So much so, people like Jeff Bezos will prioritize sleep to the next level. He always sleeps 8 to 9 hours, give or take, every single day. He's the richest person alive right now. Him and Elon Musk. And he's big on sleep. Elon Musk is the opposite. He's still productive, but I bet you the quality of life of Jeff Bezos is much higher because he sleeps more. And our brain functions is going to be imperative for us to have massive success. So down below, how many hours do you sleep normally right now? How many hours do you think you normally sleep per day right now? Down below, let us know. Number 5 is me learning. Every single day, you're learning something new every single day. If we're 1% better every single day for 365 days, by the end of the year, we're 37 times better. Let that sink in. A 1% increase. 1% increase makes us 37 times better. You do 2%, it's compound. Like even way more than 37% to have muscle compounds. Warren Buffett says compound interest, in this case, compound growth, is the 8th wonder of the world. When you grow by 1% every single day, by the end of the year, you're a brand new person. The people who knew me a year ago, I'm a new person. The friends I had a decade ago, I'm nowhere close to the same. I talk differently, I think differently, I move differently, I do a lot of things differently. I'm a whole new person. And the sad thing is, most people in the world live the same exact life for 50 years. They graduate high school or college, and then they do the same exact thing the whole lives. And you're living the same exact day every single day. No growth, no nothing. Now, I will say, by proxy, you will grow because life makes you grow. At your job, your kid, relationships, you want to adapt and survive. But intentional growth, what we're looking for. going above and beyond. It could be 10 pages a day is the actionable step for this, or 15 to 30 minutes per day of educational videos. So right now watching this is 35 minutes so far. This counts as a day of learning for you. Then a bonus one. I love over delivering. Is a business win. You see that? Business win is number 5. So I want to have a business win every single day. For number 6 is a bonus one. And this could be a new lead, a new client, a new problem solved at your job that is outside the scope of your normal job. If you do this, you get promotions at your job. If you're an entrepreneur, you have bigger successes and so forth. So far this morning, I've had like 50 new potential clients reach out to me. 50 new potential clients. That is a big business win. It's more than one for me. For me, it's one new client, one new lead, and so forth. One new family to help is a business win for us. And I have a closing right now. I see happening as we speak. My other client. So another big win for my client. She's a social house. Now she's moving to her dream house. And for this particular story, I helped her sell her house. Another agent tried and failed. And there have been no home sales in a 2-mile radius like hers. Let that sink in. No home has sold besides that one that we did for her. So next level, what we do for our clients, we go above and beyond the best results. So for you, always have a business win. What can be one business win for yourself? It doesn't have to be just business in terms of a real entrepreneurship business. It could be your job. Your job counts as business. If you have a hobby, it could be your crafts and so forth. You made one new socks. You made one new video. You did one new X, Y, and Z. What's that big thing for you? So this are 6 non-negotiables. And we are already at 37 minutes. I like going too long. So I'm going to break down super quickly the last 3 things in the next 5 minutes or so to help you take this 7 days freedom to the next level. But this is the biggest one. This is the biggest way to freedom. Is understanding that mental framework we just showed you, the number one, and also understanding the aspect of 6 non-negotiables. And then I want you to do 2 things. One, have a morning routine where you do a couple activities. It could be walking your dog or hanging out with your family. It could be having a nice solid breakfast, not like candy or junk food. It could be meditations, cold plunging, the gym, you name it. Pick a few things. Don't go too crazy with this. I know a lot of people who have a 2-hour-long morning routine. And if you're an entrepreneur, even at high levels, you should spend enough time, I would say 15, 20 minutes, maybe in 10 to 15 minutes on morning routine. For me, I probably spend 30 minutes. Some days when I wake up, I go straight to work. Most days, actually, I wake up at 4:30 every single morning. Wake up, I drink my water, I come to my office, and I get to work for the first 30, 60 minutes of busy catch-up work. Then from there, I would then do my morning routine. But to me, my main priority is my business and my clients. And then it's I walk, and I will meditate, and I will eat, and exercise if that's not enough for me, and so forth. So this is kind of how I break down my whole framework. I'm trying to do all these activities every single day. It goes a lot into our non-negotiables. You can tie them in together. And then more importantly than this one is my night routine. Way more important than morning routine, my night routine. The same exact thing. A few things we're breaking down every single day. This will take you probably 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to write down what's my plan for the next day and have a solid game plan, a war strategy, I guess you would say, for next morning. I want to break down what happened that day. What was good? What was not good? How can I improve? What wasted time for me? And so forth. I want to have this down as well. And then I also want to maybe do another mindset of goal setting, looking at my goals for non-negotiables. I want to unwind, spend time with my family and so forth. For me, I work from 4 p.m. until 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. most days, 12 hours, pretty solid. We count in my lunch and my breakfast, probably a solid 10 hours of work. And then at 4, I go to the gym for my wife. And my morning routine, my night routine is like a long process. It's like 6 hours. A business is tied into that. So 4 until 7, I'm at the gym. And probably 5 to 7, I'm at the gym. So 5 to 7, I'm at the gym. Eat at the gym. So dinner out there with my wife and my son. And then from 7 to 8, I'm doing some more follow-up work, doing this kind of stuff, seeing my goals, breaking down what's happening, writing my plan for tomorrow, maybe meditating if I want to, do some stretches. And then from 8 until 9, I'm reading a book, watching a video with my wife, hanging out, relaxing, enjoying myself. 9 or 10, I'm going to sleep. So I'm getting around 7 hours of sleep per night. So I'm always high performing. That's going to be a big one. And then the 7-day challenge. Again, super, super simple. There's 2 main activities for this 2-day challenge. There's one, it's all NG. You have all non-negotiables. Sorry, NN. NN is the next one. Or NN or non-negotiables, we're going to do every single day. So 6 of these every single day by non-negotiables. It's going to be, I want to have my goals looked at every single day. I want to exercise daily. I want to have hydration. I want to sleep at least 8 hours, 7 hours a day. I want to learn something, 10 pages, watching videos, 15 to 30 minutes, and 1 business win. So I have 6 non-negotiables. And guys, don't forget, if you like this video so far, make sure you tag a friend, share this video. Who do you know how to hit the goals in 2025 and massive success? And again, we have a whole recap for you guys. We just broke down the method framework that makes people tick. We go from anger to drive to pride to comfort. This little vicious cycle that happens. And our goal is to make it up and down like this and raise our standards. That's the goal. Most people do this, and the standard stays the same. So make sure we always are increasing our standard to have more and more success and follow on non-negotiables. So 6 non-negotiables. Number 2 is a morning and night routine is every single day. Stick to this. And the bonus one for you guys, make sure we do this every single day for 7 days in a row. If I miss one of my non-negotiables or one of these, I go back to day 1. Maybe all 6 of them plus both routines every single day. If I miss one, it's back to day 0, day 7. The goal is to do 7 days in a row fully. You have 7 days of freedom. Now, why this is so powerful? It's not because you're doing all these amazing things. These things will help you have success for sure. In 7 days, probably not. But the secret is it will give you the momentum and discipline that carries on for the rest of the year. If you have too big of a goal, it becomes too insurmountable. We can't just do that. It's too hard to achieve and stick to it. So what we want to do is make sure we have a 7-day, challenge for ourselves and do that. By having a 7-day challenge, it's way easier for us to keep on going forward and not breaking the chain. Again, don't break the chain. 7 days in a row is a massive thing. And then measure this. Track what's going on, what's working, what's not working, how you're feeling, and so forth. And then if you need to, tag your friend below. Who do you know that want to do this challenge with you? Tag them down below. Have a friend doing this. Accountability will increase your chances by 73%, I believe. This is around 73% increase in success rate. Write down your goals, same thing. Most people have no goal in mind. So right now, you're already ahead of everybody else. So write down your goals, do the 6 non-negotiables, have bulky routines still. Don't break the chain and make it a powerful community and celebrate yourself in 7 days. What will you give yourself or your family if you achieve this in 7 days? As always, thank you for watching the Elite Edge podcast / live video series. We bring you the best of the best, helping people just like you go from world class to legendary. This is your host, Jordan Silver. I'm always here for you guys. Here's to live the best life ever, helping people change lives, giving you all the edge you need to have massive success. We'll see you soon and Merry Christmas.